Hello everyone, welcome to episode 96 of Cougs on Cougs. I am Jess, here with Mary, and we are coming off another split week, one win, one loss. But before we talk about that, let's do our quote of the week.
Yes, this one comes from Serena Williams. It says, "I really think a champion is not defined by their wins, but how they can recover when they fall." Obviously, everyone knows what that is in reference to.
Yes, we do. So, should we get into it?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go right into coaching from the couch. So we had 2 games last week against San Francisco, which these were both on the road, by the way. BYU won that one 69-59.
Undefeated on the hilltop. Great win.
I know, it was a good one. And then played Pacific and lost 67-66. Oh, it was such a killer game. So let's get right into what went wrong. Coach Blanchard, what went wrong for you?
Oh, goodness. Okay, so after this game, Twitter was a dumpster fire. Can I just
really was.
say
it
that?
Was terrible.
I think it's just because we as BYU fans have been burned by this before. Losing to teams like Pacific is unfortunately kind of old hat to us. Mm-hmm. But Ken O'Kelly, Hire Ken, tweeted this out, and he said that this was the second Saturday in a row where BYU had the chance to win on the last possession and couldn't capitalize. And that just got me thinking for my what went wrong. Do we have a problem closing? and I was thinking about it some more, and I was thinking about Terry Nashif and how I kind of miss him and how he would do those really cool things on inbound plays to just give us kind of that extra edge. But I'm like, is that the problem? Is it inbounds? Is it free throw shooting? Because we seem like a pretty good free throw shooting for the most part, except I know we're both quite upset over
when it really counts.
Those Yoeli misses that were very late. But I mean, that I hope that is not a trend that continues to develop.
The one thing I have seen people complain about, especially on Twitter, those 2 games where they were close and we had a chance to win at the end, was who had the ball and what the play was and all of that. So, I don't know. I think maybe we just haven't quite figured out who needs to have the ball in those situations.
Or how we can facilitate that person having the ball. And I know last week we were telling people not to get on Zach, and this week we're going to tell people not to get on Jashir.
Right.
Okay, he did the best he could, and it is what it is.
Yeah, and maybe the ball falls a little bit differently, and Yoeli gets the rebound and puts it back, and we're not having this conversation.
Coach Tyler, what went wrong for you?
What went wrong, I pulled this tweet from Gregory Bell because I think he nailed it. So he said, over the last 3 games, Yoeli Childs has as many threes, 3, as TJ Haas, Zach Celius, and McKay Cannon combined.
I hate that stat
That is the worst stat I have ever heard. It's so bad.
3?
Yeah, so the fact that you have shooters like that just are not performing. None of them are performing.
No.
Especially in these that's 3 games.
No.
3 games, and you can't have more than 3 between them.
McKay took 3 shots in the Pacific game, so something is very wrong.
Yeah, and you need somebody to be that third guy. You can't just have Yoeli and Elijah the whole time. Yeah. And I think we both agree that needs to be TJ Haas, but it just has not been. Yeah. It's tough. And so, that's a huge problem, I think, when you've got 3 games and those 3 guys combined don't have
1 per game.
More threes than Yoeli.
I guess that just kind of points to balanced scoring, and hopefully we can figure that out. Let's move on to what went right. We did get 1 win this week, and I think both of us realize that this is college basketball, and nothing is the end of your season.
No,
anything
that's why
can
it's
happen.
So great.
Exactly. So there were a couple things that went right. Coach Tyler, what was yours?
Mine is that Elijah Bryant is still going right. He's still playing a ton of minutes. He's playing almost the entire game.
Yeah.
And he's producing a ton. I mean, even in that Pacific game, he had 29 points. Mm-hmm. He basically just takes over when he has to. Yeah. And even when they're keyed on him and they're playing tough defense on him, he still finds a way to score, which which we need. And unfortunately, he can't do it all. But
he can't.
But he's still doing very well leading this team, and I appreciate his efforts.
Yeah, amen. We love Elijah. For my what went right, and I know Coach Tyler agrees with me here, in both games, our defense did travel. We were excited to see how that road defense did after a 5-game homestand, and we held San Francisco to 59 points, and then we held Pacific to 67 points, both of which is acceptable. I'll take that defense any night. We just literally need 2 or 3 more points.
Yeah, it's not very often that a Coach Rose team holds somebody under 70 and doesn't win.
Yeah.
That's pretty rare. And I do think the defense is one of the reasons why maybe we thought a loss to a team like Pacific wouldn't happen this year, because we'd be able to keep them under a certain amount of points. But
goes to show you, defense is good and defense on the road is good, but at the end of the day, you need
buckets.
You need a few. We've got one on the road, one at home this week. Hoping for really good results. Hope that this loss lights a fire under these guys and maybe we'll produce that third scorer. So we'll see.
Please. Okay, Talk of the Town this week is a little short, but we're going to start with Matt Bushman making the freshman All-America team. So congrats to him. That's really awesome.
In the company of some of the people who played for the national championship yesterday.
Right. So it's nice to have someone on that list.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't mention him in our top 10 favorite things, but Matt Bushman was a bright spot in a dark football season. Okay. True. We love this a lot. Kyle Collinsworth tweeted out and said, "How do you like my rookie backpack? LOL." And it is Moana with her pig. What's the pig's name? Pua?
I don't even know.
Yeah, and it's hilarious. I didn't know that Ricky backpacks, like, I don't know if that's a league-wide thing or if each team has their different thing. But I think he, like, low-key likes it. I'm pretty sure he posted about it on Instagram, too, and said that he, like, might wear it when he doesn't have to anymore.
Like, Moana's awesome, so it's a good-looking backpack.
Yeah, he got a lot of Moana puns back when he tweeted that.
I bet.
If he goes, there's just no telling how far he'll go, right?
True. We also shared this Elijah Bryant hair poll from BYU Sports Polls on Twitter. It says, "Poll, you like Elijah Bryant's hair? ? And then we quoted it and said, "Anyone that says no is wrong," which is very true.
We stand by that a lot.
Seriously, who are these people voting no? 33% of you voted no?
I like the reply that says that the people who vote no are bald or just jealous.
Bald and haven't embraced it and show their jealousy / insecurity.
Elijah's hair is perfection.
It's amazing.
Also, speaking of Elijah, we just think it's so funny when these players like tweet memes of each other.
Yes.
And they did this with the Jashir one that we showed earlier in this season. I think Elijah did that one, ended up doing that one too.
Yeah.
But he tweeted this hilarious picture of Luke, and he said, "When your teacher cancels the first week of class."
That picture of Luke is so great. It's so applicable in so many situations. Can I say my other favorite thing is how they all comment on each other's Instagrams? Have you seen this? Did you see this one this week? I was dying. When Yoeli Childs tweeted out, or Instagram this picture, and he said, "Who are your real friends? We all came from the bottom." And Luke Worthington commented, he says, "Can I be friends with you all? I think you're the coolest guys around. #friends, #Cougars." I just love that, like, every time I see one of their pictures, one of their teammates has commented. And usually multiple of the teammates have commented, but I just find it funny.
Yeah, that's cute. And then the last thing in Talk of the Town is actually technically Raising Them Right, but we had to share this submission that comes from Melissa Keck. She tweeted at us and said that it was her 60th birthday with 9 little Cougars, and that picture is just amazing.
All repping the Y in that one.
Yes, she did #Raising Them Right. That is, yes, she is definitely raising them right. That is #goals. And then, before we end, just a really quick, we wanted to do a Cougs and Culture segment about Yoeli puns, because I think I saw the best one I have ever seen tweeted out this past week, and I really just want them to keep coming. I didn't realize how much you could do with his name.
I know, there's been a lot. I know we're missing some of them, but these are just
these are like our top 3, and I think that we're doing this segment to hopefully solicit more. Please keep the Yoeli puns coming. We live for puns, and we want this segment to be like a recurring thing. So this first one comes from Jerem Jordan, and he tweeted out, "More Yoeliness give me." And of course, Jessica at YFangirl_JB tweeted about "more baskets within." Like them. And then Tasha said, "More patience with referees, more hoops games to win."
That was pretty good. Good work, guys.
They basically wrote a whole verse of that song right there.
I know, it was awesome. Let's get a verse 2 going.
Yes, and our second one comes from YFangirl JB as well, and she tweeted that gif of Cosmo dancing, and that song that he dances to is "All I Ever Wanted Was a Rollie," because he's talking about a Rolex watch. Rollie rhymes with Yoeli, so all I ever wanted was a Yoeli, she said. Very good.
Very good one. And then we had to bring back this one from Bill Watson, because this one might still be my favorite. He said during that game, Yoeli live ones.
Yes.
Which is great.
These ones are top notch. We need more. Keep them coming.
Up next, we have 2 games this week, one at home, one on the road. So Thursday, BYU plays Pepperdine at 7 p.m. at the Marriott Center. It's on BYU TV. Wear white if
I
you're
think
coming to the game.
it'll be good for them to be able to bounce back at home.
We sure hope so.
Yes.
We need that home crowd to be there.
Before they hit the road again this weekend, Saturday, they will be playing at Santa Clara. That one's going to be Saturday at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, and that will also be on BYU TV, both BYU TV games this week. And Elijah Bryant is the guest on the Rose Show tonight, so go support him.
We'll definitely be watching for sure. Also, we want to mention thanks to everyone who voted in our poll about our watch party, our ladies' watch party. So we will be back with details soon, and we're really excited about that.
Yeah,
so
definitely we'll consider your input, and if anything changes or if you have any ideas, whatever, let us know, but we're really excited. As for our sponsors this week, our first one is Brandon Davies, who is back on Twitter all the way from Lithuania. His handle is at Brandon_Davies0, so hit him with that follow.
And also brought to you by the Infinity Coaches Charity Challenge. It looks like it's even easier to vote this year, so go and do that vote for Coach Rose.
Yep, we'll embed the tweet in our article, so all you have to do is hit that retweet button. May you always stay loyal to the white and blue. For Jess, I'm Mary. We'll see you next week.